Welcome back to Arkansas Bigfoot, everybody. Glad to see all of you today. I thought we better get back here and take care of the gifting trees and see what has transpired over the 4th of July weekend. And we started back over where Junior's little hideout area is because we hadn't been back here for a little bit. And on the trail back, I want to point this out to you. We've got this living arch right here, and this is almost like a little shrine work of some sorts. There's a triangle glyph on the ground, and got a leaner up against that tree, and this vine work and structure. Another living arch that's pinned. I'm going to back up so I can get all of it in the picture for you to see all of it at one shot here, but it's pretty impressive.
It's beautiful.
Find a good place for me to stand. You're right where I'm going there. Right back over here is where his little hangout is, and we're going to go check it out, see what it looks like, and then get on with the rest of the walk today.
Last time we were back here, I think there was 2 foot of water.
By the response from the next chapter video, we're definitely going to be going back to that area.
Definitely.
You know, as the crow flies in a straight line, that location is only about 25 miles due west of us, which is not a very far distance in Sasquatch travel ability. They could even physically be here in a day.
Kind of felt like I was getting the impression that hang on, right there, that's one of the twins.
There's another one right in front of it.
Oh, a little tiny something.
Yeah, right out through there, going straight back to his little hideout.
Little hidey hole. But I kind of got the strangest impression that we were, you know, there's a lot of national forests, but that spot specifically was given to us to explore.
Everything about it just called out.
And it felt like Anku wanted us to go there. And it felt like these were part of his clan, his people anyway, maybe extended family. I haven't really picked it apart or focused hard on it, but he, you know, I kept getting, what do you think? What do you think? And it felt very excited out there, like.
Do you see what I'm seeing?
The ball.
Laying on the log.
The ball.
Yeah, the long lost ball.
It almost looks like a face the way that wood is.
In the monitor, I can see the marble laying next to it.
We'll go check it out. We had a face in the wood of a, I don't think I would want to say gnome specifically, but it was definitely a forest being, and that was amazing. So this is a shared territory back here for sure. But no, Anku he was reminding me of when he would only be around here like around full moon time. He's been here more often lately, and I think for point and purpose of working with us more. But it was almost like I had the feeling that that was someplace he had been going to when he wasn't here. And it, you know, a little hard to prove, but it'll be interesting to see what we get out there.
I don't know where the top of that tree is snapped off and carried off to, but it's broke off now.
Sure is.
Alright, so there's the blue ball that's been gone now for, what, a month and a half, 2 months?
And there's the marble. Spam can's over there now.
It's moved. And that plastic pouch is over here on the log now.
That's where we had seen that image. It was almost like it was burned into the wood. And it was there a few days.
But there's that rubber ball that I had hid the little GPS tracker in. That's how we found this spot back here. And then he carried it off and had it for a while wherever it was at.
It's all been moved around.
Oh, there's the shoe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take the ball or mess with all that. That's his stuff. We gave it to him. Some kind of big scuff mark there. I imagine they're chomping at the bits for us to get out here and do the trees, because it's been, what, 4 days, maybe 5 days over the holiday weekend.
Yeah. Should tell them about your balloon.
That's the weirdest thing. There's a hawk feather laying down there.
Oh.
Or what's left of one.
So pretty.
Well, leave it where you found it. Maybe one of the little people will like it. But Kevin and Lewis over at Bigfoot Research Evidence Podcast, they had got together and went out and checked out a cave in some of the area that SoCal goes to. And they found this mylar balloon.
It said a gift for you, or I think on it.
Something like that. But anyway, it was...
We were just talking and saying that's one thing we had never found from them.
Thought that was kind of neat.
Yeah.
And so last night I went out on the side porch.
It couldn't have been 10 minutes.
Right outside the door was a blue star-shaped mylar balloon.
And nobody close to us that I know of had any big
kind of
celebration.
Floating up and down around the door. And I took it into the porch, and Rachel came out and sat down.
And he was joking around saying, call it to you. I was joking around and motioned my hand like, come here. And I'll be daggone if that thing didn't start moving my way. And I thought, oh boy. So we have a balloon with its own mind. But it was just so awesome because we had just, it couldn't have been 10 minutes prior we had said, that's one thing we've never gotten from them, and here it was.
It just randomly showed up out of nowhere, and it was funny to mess with for a while. It'd say, go see Rachel, and it would float right over.
I've never had a ghosty balloon before, but... We normally do a full moon video, but with it being on the holiday, the night of the holiday, we opted to bypass it because everything in the area was just, you know,
chaos. Everybody
fireworks.
was lighting their fireworks.
We're still hearing neighbors lighting fireworks. don't know if they partied without us or not. So this is the type of cross limb. I don't think we had a good shot of it, but this is the type of cross limb that we were finding where Mama liked to sit.
Yeah.
This one seems a little bit low, so I don't know if that might be for Lily or...
I think these babies just practice doing stuff.
They see him doing whatever. And
you know, a lot of these things like this was Junior, you know, a few months ago kind of practicing his thing.
And it's funny because the twins are quieter than Junior was, but they seem to present themselves more in the video than he did also. So it's kind of fun to watch the differences.
Alright, what I'm smelling right now is a cross between wet dog and bad breath. I don't know what.
Let's see. And keep your eyes up a little bit because we had whatever critter throwing sticks at us the other night. But it wasn't feeling like Sasquatch throwing sticks.
No, that was when we were fixing up your little gift area for the
Fairy Hollow.
Yeah, for your video.
It's a real challenge I've found for all of these forest people to get a good, I mean really good photo clip, either off a video or photograph. And it's not just the blur, but I mean the wee people are a huge challenge at the end of that. Right there at that tree. That's weird.
I think a lot of times, you know, we've kind of touched on this before, but I think they're at such a high vibrational rate that it distorts the image when you get them on camera, unless they're just 100% in the physical at that moment and standing still or whatever. Most of the time you'll see it, even a clear silhouette that anybody could make out is still fuzzy when there's no reason for it. The camera works fine.
And it actually takes a lot for any energy that's got a very high vibration. It actually takes a lot for them to bring it down to
come down to this
plane.
level. Yeah, come down to this level. And
that's part of why we always have, say, our angels with us, but that's part of the difference in man now is our vibrational rate. You know, we used to walk with them.
Well, other than a few of the remnant bags over there, without being right on top of it, it looks kind of the same. I figured he'd have all this tore up by now, looking to see if we'd left anything. But and they're not stupid. They know when we've been here and when we haven't.
And if we can't come, something that I started doing for our benefit and theirs is I started communicating mentally to the best of my ability to let them know, you know, you're not forgotten. We can't get there right now.
Well, there's a little bit of that corn left off of the cob. Not a lot.
Okay, let's get my goodies out.
That's just some plastic baggies over there. Alright, so Joyce, I want to say thanks to Joyce because this is what she wanted to do for them. And I kind of put my own little twist and spin on it, but she wanted to get them some sardine sandwiches. So we've got sardine sandwiches with pepper jack cheese and horseradish mushroom. or horseradish mustard, I'm sorry.
They like spicy out here, so we thought they'd like that.
Everything spicy I've brought out here, they've gobbled it up like it was candy. So pepper jack cheese, horseradish mustard, and sardines on a sandwich. I'd eat it.
You would.
I like stuff like that.
Good grief. They probably don't mind when we're running a day or two behind.
No,
extra.
they get overindulged in it.
So somebody's been playing in the box. If you look, that whole right side is scraped down to the wood.
Yeah.
It's time to bring fresh sand out. I said that last time and we had a filtered handful.
And I am sure Junior will thoroughly appreciate the sardine sandwiches, Joyce. Thank you.
I gotta get their trash. I can almost get in here. Y'all can fix your stick.
But they've got the rest of their stuff also. Their popcorn and apple and peanut butter and a little bag of cereal and Cheetos and
this tree.
yeah, they've tore everything down. So if they want us to leave more, they're gonna have to fix it back.
That's got a little face right there. Keep taking my sticks.
And the sun is just right in the wrong place right there in that spot, so trying not to blind everybody.
Okay. I don't know, but I think it's the twins that play in the sand, or Lily, because Junior never did that.
Yeah, and then we got Duffy and Quinn to look forward to.
Oh, yes, Lord.
See what their ornery little butts start doing here in the near future.
You know, I hope not, but it might be that that's part of why we were taken to that bigger area, because maybe they're starting to kind of get a little crowded up.
Alright, so they've got this completely down now, and another big arch going on there.
That big cedar tree still? Yeah, it's over there, I think.
Probably the little ones running up on it and jumping up and down.
That's been moved. Well, no. And you know, I thank you all for pointing out that it looked like a heart, because when I approached it from the creek side, and I couldn't see that. It looked like a triangle coming from that way. Little flowers.
And still something's dark over there.
Right there, yep, I see it.
Get my zoom going on here. I don't know. It's not moving.
Guess it could be a big old log, but it's awfully black.
Yeah. All this was down, and but amazingly all of the glyphs are all still like they were. So
The one on your left, yeah. I guess that wouldn't be any problem to get through if you were tall like them.
Now going back to that next chapter video for just a minute, we showed you that paw print that was in the middle of the road. So you can see the toenails, so it's canine. If it were cougar, mountain lion, you wouldn't be able to see the toenails. Now the size of that is a lot larger than any coyote would be.
We had a French Mastiff, and it's about the size of his, or what it was.
Yeah, we had a big French Mastiff, a dog de Bordeaux, and when he was at his peak health and weight, he was almost 160 pounds, and his print was almost the same exact size as what we found on the trail, to kind of give you an idea. Yeah, it could have been
I just thought it was strange because it was only one.
could have been a large dog or something. I don't think there's been any of the actual wolves in this area for a lot of years. They used to have the red wolf here, and biologists say that it either was hunted out, or some of them interbred or crossbred with coyotes and made kind of a mixed breed something. But
well, from what I've learned, I'd be afraid to say what exists and what doesn't.
Yeah, whatever made it was over 100 pounds. So
we have a lot of subs that see canine creatures in our videos, and what's funny is I told Ken if they're there, it's almost like they're looking through a looking glass and can't access the space, which maybe some of these protective glyphs
kind of keep them behind the glass.
I love this. It gives me, like, my right arm has just got bumps. And I'm sure that some of it is to protect the babies, but honestly, the way that a lot of them have been positioned, it's right where we always walk, and I have to be grateful because I think they're looking out for us. Things we might be more susceptible to.
I think they use a lot of these cover sounds, like whenever the train goes by or whenever somebody's romping on it out there on the highway, they use that as a moment to move around. Kind of helps hide their sound moving.
I'm glad it helps them, because it sure doesn't help us.
I'm kind of glad we gave this full moon a break from coming out here at night, because I think we were all ready for a break. Yeah, there's another
X and a broken tree. I don't know if you can see the broken tree from where you are.
Yeah, it snapped off about 5 foot up.
I feel like that's got more sticks in it.
And Wendy, you were showing me a photo of one of the glyphs that you found, and it is pretty similar, almost identical to this one here, and I think the one you found was just slightly larger, but it almost looks the same.
I believe these were protectors over ground portals when we used the rods. There's different kinds of portals, as we found out here. Some of them are closely attached to the trees themselves, and then some of them are in the ground away from the trees.
Can't tell if that was you that thumped just a second ago, or if that came from...
I thought it came from behind us.
That's what I thought.
Come on, babies. You know you want a stinky fish sandwich.
Stinky fish sandwich? Really?
I love fish, but
it's delicious.
I truly understand why you and Junior are buds.
Don't make me tell the story about you being pregnant
No,
and going
please.
to the store again. What did you
Couldn't help it.
What did you come home with?
All right, a can of sardines and 1 cup of yogurt after looking for an hour and a half for the perfect food.
So
Are you happy now?
So don't tell me sardines are yucky.
That was 31 years ago.
Well,
Where's the forgiveness?
They taste the same today, so. Yeah, we need to bring him a trash bucket. Come on, guys, you back there?
Let's go. We actually try to keep their snacks pretty low sugar. Once in a while we give them something sweet. We have an apple and peanut butter, Cheerios and cheese crackers, fish sandwich, popcorn.
Yeah, I mean, most of it's pretty healthy. I mean, can't count the Cheetos sometimes, but
I'm gonna train these little ones to pick up trash.
they call this the air that you wear. It is 94 degrees and probably 94% humidity.
I think. I don't know, what do you think?
Maybe.
Looks like twos.
Looking out here to, yeah, there's one of the peanut butter things.
I think they just come around and sit right here.
And now they're going back over there on the hill because there's 2 bags there.
Well, that's where Junior used to sit.
Yeah, he'd go up there and sit in that brush on that hill.
We found all those grapes he spat out that time. He chewed them up and spat them out.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate the
Sour.
half. Mine just drew a complete blank. Half-ripe grapes.
He ate the sweet ones.
Well, where we caught him on video that day was right up in this draw on the backside of Skunk Butt Island here. Something going on here.
And we had someone asking why we didn't traverse over the creek. We do. It's been, the brush has been so thick and the ticks have been so bad
another
this year.
treat bag right there.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Was.
Yeah. Come on, guys, you back here today?
Feel them. Over here.
Hot as it's been, I wouldn't come out till dark either. Alright guys, I think we're gonna wrap this up for the night, and we will catch you down the trail next time. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. Catch you later.